Hey guys, and welcome to another Fearless Friday with myself, Jennifer. Today I'm going to make a quick video about unmet needs and what they are and where they stem from and what happens when they're not met. um, this weekend's really busy for me. I'm making a genogram of my entire family and presenting it on Monday to my therapy group at the treatment center that I'm at, and it's really insightful to learn about your family history and what traits are passed on and how similar how similar the situations are and how they might repeat themselves in generations and generations. And you can really learn a lot more about yourself. So if you guys haven't made a family tree, I definitely recommend doing it because you'll learn a lot. Um, so on to unmet needs. So basically, in your childhood, you may have some needs that basically went unmet. For example, like you may have never been told I love you, you may have never received any acknowledgement for any achievements, you may have or just situations like that. And what happens is in your life when you're older, you're constantly searching for those things. So, for example, if you're say your dad never gave you acknowledgement and praise or achievement for anything you did as a child, in your adult life, you'll probably be searching for this. So you may be attracted to older men who give you acknowledgement, and this is what you need. And this pattern keeps on going and going and going throughout your life. And what's really helpful and what I learned in this last week is to look at these patterns that usually end up being self-destructive. So for myself, there's a lot of patterns with men that end up being self-destructive for me. And I looked at all my past relationships and realized that there's a cycle that keeps on repeating over and over and over again. And the basis, so the bottom line of this entire cycle comes from an unmet need in childhood, which was acknowledgement from men or my father or stuff like that. So once you can identify the cycles that are happening throughout your life in certain things, whether it be relationships or food or anything, you can usually pinpoint. It takes a lot of work. I'm not saying it's easy at all. It's definitely a lot of work. And it takes a lot of insight and digging, and it hurts a lot to figure out all this stuff. So by all means, I'm not saying it's easy, but you can eventually pinpoint an event or an unmet need that started this cycle. And it's really helpful to be aware of this, even though it's not going to change overnight. It's not like when you realize, oh my gosh, this is my unmet need, that the cycle suddenly stops. Because that's what I thought. But when I figured it out, I was even more confused because I'm like, well, now I understand what's happening, but how do I stop it? So it helps you get awareness and understanding, but you still need to do further work and able to break the cycle of your unmet need that's replaying over and over and over again. And you may have to go back and perhaps talk to family members that had a part in your unmet need, or if they're not around anymore, you may need to find other coping skills in order to prevent the cycle from happening. And the cycle does happen over and over again because you are getting your needs met in some way, although it usually very doesn't end up being very happy for you, but you do get your needs met in some way. So that's why you keep on going to it and going to it over and over again. So I hope you guys can search through your past and find some maybe unmet needs that you can recognize, or even some patterns that you see, and this will help you get some more insight into your life and why you do the things that you do, basically. So I hope this video is helpful, and I'm sorry that it's so short because I have so much to do this weekend, but I love you guys, and I'll see you next Friday. Don't forget to comment below, and I'll link my blog. Lots of love. Bye!